Good morning and welcome to the Hotung Secondary School. I'm here today with Mary and myself, and we have some young students behind us who we'll meet a little later. And they're going to help us execute making a recipe, a secret recipe from the Hotung family. Goes back to the time of Sir Robert Hotung, and it's been handed down to my father, obviously, and it's passed on to me. And there might be one or two other members in the family who are aware of these recipes and such. But anyway, we're going to focus on one specific recipe that is supposed to help you live a longer life. Obviously, in conjunction with some good habits, not solely this recipe. Okay.
Well, everybody, if they study the Hotung family history, will know that Sir Robert was suffering from bad digestion since the age of 30.
30, yes.
Yeah, so he was only able to consume yogurt and congee, which were not enough for maintaining his nutrition. So the family invented a secret recipe which could make him healthy, and he could also walk. Actually, if you see any of the Hoga, the whole family, or the Hotung family's gentlemen, they were able to walk after they were 90 years old.
That's right. Even if they were in a wheelchair, they could actually walk, such as in the case of my father. He could actually walk if he wanted to.
This is because of the ingredient in this recipe. So it is a recipe of longevity for old people, and also for the recipe to be able to walk and have good skin when you get old.
Yeah, so one of the main purposes is to get in these nutritious ingredients where an elderly person doesn't have to chew it or have their digestion doesn't have to
be overworked.
And also to get extra collagen into the body.
Yeah, this is actually what we nowadays call soft food, because a lot of older people, the elderly, they cannot chew, so they have the kind of soft food. But soft food are mostly very bland. They're not interesting, they are not delicious, but this one, I guarantee you, it is delicious. So let's go and take a look.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
Good morning, ladies, and you're Joyce?
Yes.
And Haley and Esme. These are the assistants who will help us today, and these are the ingredients.
Wow, let's take a look.
So we have beef ribs, we have mixed vegetables, goji berry, as well as ham, and beef tenders.
Okay, so let's start to cook, and let's find out the process of how we're going to do this. So can you please tell me, what is this pot about?
Well, this is the modern technology to speed up the entire process of the cooking. You'll find out it's not easy to make in the old days, like 100 years ago. So this is a thermos cooker. So it's speeding up the whole thing.
Okay.
So, but as to how to do it, I think we need to call the expert.
Okay, so let's call the expert in.
Hi.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Well, we are wondering, how should we start? Are we going to, so what is the mission here? The mission here is to melt this beef tendon into a gluey liquid like this, right?
Yeah, right.
So can you tell us how to do this?
Yeah, first of all, we need to clean the beef tender and then cut it into small pieces. And then we add water and put into the, we have an inner pot here. And before we put into the inner pot, we need to boil it for about 30 minutes. And then we put them in, and then it is a time-saving utensils. So it takes about maybe one night's time. In the morning, then you take it out, and then we boil again for about 30 minutes or 45 minutes. Then the soup will become quite thick, like that.
Okay, Chef, let me just, because I want our viewers to get that down. So you boil it for 30 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Okay, first you chop it up into little pieces.
Yeah.
And then you put it in the pot with some water.
Yeah.
How much water, say, for this?
So we need to cover the beef tendon a bit, maybe double size of the water.
Okay, so the water will cover the beef tendon.
Yeah.
Okay, goes in the pot for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you put it into this, which is a...
Overnight. Yeah.
Okay, and this pot is boils it more quickly than...
Actually, it can keep the high temperature. So the temperature will not decrease very quickly.
Okay.
And so in the morning, when you open it, it's still quite hot.
Okay.
So during the nighttime, actually, they are cooking by themselves.
Okay.
And then we bring it to the boil again, and then the soup will become thickened.
Okay,
so that's
great.
the magic of the thermal pots.
So would it be like this then?
Yeah, right.
So okay.
But if we need the soup become quite clear, maybe we need to drain the soup beforehand.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
So in the old days, we must ask, in the old days, before the invention of this thermal pot,
Yeah.
how long do you think it would take to make this?
I would think about 3 to 4 hours, slow heat, long cooking time. They need to watch the soup regularly so that it won't become dry.
Yeah, it's actually
Okay.
a lot of
So,
manpower.
but you have to leave this overnight.
Yeah,
So this is one day
yeah,
in today. In the year 2025, it's one day.
yeah.
In the year 1800 or 1845, how many days?
Actually, one day will be okay.
But
One day.
the problem is you need to have someone
Keeping it
watching
hot the whole
watching
time.
it the whole time.
Okay.
Because if you don't watch it carefully, it's going to burn and it's going to be too thick. It's going
Yeah.
to be too thin. So you need to have people watching it.
Yes.
You see, so just like
Okay.
in the old days when
And
we
stirring it regularly.
stirring it, not will stick to the
Yeah.
bottom.
Okay. So this eliminates the manpower.
Yeah.
The-
It's labor saving and time saving.
All right. Very nice.
So the point is, nowadays, you don't need to be in a big family with a whole team of servants. You can still have this food on your table.
Great.
So let's start to see step by step how this is made.
Okay, so first we need to cook the beef tenders. Since it's so hard to cut, we're going to boil it first. We need to put the beef tender in the pot with 2 liters of cold water. And then now we let it cook for 30 minutes.
我想問，我哋用大火，用細火，
用大火。
用大火係咪啊？So I was just asking, do we use, and I shouldn't be touching this, so don't do that at home. So I was just asking, do we use high heat, low heat, medium heat? And the answer was
High heat.
high heat it is. Okay, thank you ladies.
We need to cook the beef ribs. We need to boil it first. We can just boil it with cold water, by the way. So we need to cook this in high heat until it boils, and then we lower it to low heat. So while we're waiting for the beef ribs to cook, we can take the beef tenders out. Since it's very hot right now, we can wait for it to cool down or run it over cold water for it to be easier to cut later on. So we're gonna cut this into small pieces so it's easier to melt in the pot later on. So we're gonna put the cooked beef tendons inside the pot and let it boil in high heat for about 30-ish minutes, and then we're gonna transfer it to the pot. Alternative option to this, we don't cook it and we put it in the pot, leave it overnight, that way it will be easier to cut in the morning.
Okay, ladies.
Yeah.
So it's been about 30 minutes. Think it's ready?
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to help me out here, and I'll just pick up the pot and put the pot in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a bit easier. Okay. Now what?
And then we close it and let it rest for one night.
One full night.
Yes.
Okay. And then what are we going to do tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're gonna continue the process and then we're gonna gelatinize it.
So this is going to be hot all night long.
Yeah.
Okay, and obviously we're not going to be staying all night long. So what the girls have done before I got here is they already completed this process. So this is the finished product. However, this is not how it came out from the pot it was in last night. In order to get it to this point, there's actually some debris, some little ligaments and bones that have not been melted. So how do we get it to this point?
Okay, so after we cooked it last night,
Yeah.
we take it out, we re-boil it again for about 30-ish minutes.
Okay.
We strain out the extra bits, like the extra debris,
Uh-huh.
and then it should, after straining, look like this.
Okay, fantastic. So how long does that take about the process?
I'd say about, including the re-cooking time, I'd say about like an hour or 45 minutes.
Okay, hour to 45 minutes. All right, so now we have this product. How are we going to get the rest of the ingredients in? What's the next step?
Okay, the next step is to cut and prepare the ingredients.
All right, so Haley's going to cut us some ham here.
And we're gonna dice this so it's easier to chew.
Okay, great.
整成點啊？
我哋啱啱切咗呢個牛柳條，之後咧我哋咧就準備煲三色豆同埋杞子。咁杞子咧可以用凍水或者熱水浸10分鐘，或者可以直接加埋落呢個三色豆裡面，直接煲2分鐘都 OK 嘅。
OK， 咁即係浸咗佢之後，然後就同呢個三色豆一齊煲2分鐘。
係喺煲佢哋之前咧，我哋咧要將杞子隔咗水先。
So before we put it in the pot, we need to strain out the water in the goji berries.
So you're supposed to put it in hot water, right?
Yeah, we're supposed to boil it in hot water for a little bit.
咁呢啲水係熱水嚟嘅，已經煲熱咗㗎啦啲水，咁我哋倒落去。
So you're putting it into hot water.
Yeah, boiling water. Yeah.
Boiling water.
Okay, so because it's boiling water, it only takes 2 minutes.
All right.
2分鐘就得㗎啦，係咪？時間關係已經準備咗一個啦，已經。
All right. So after 2 minutes, we'll get this.
Okay, so
Okay.
after we get this，呢個煮好，呢個煮咗。如果譬如我哋攞出嚟好熱㗎嘛，it's very hot when we cook it。咁係咪即刻擺落去個 mixture 嗰度定係點㗎？定係要等佢 cool down 㗎？
Cool down first. Yeah.
Oh, so you need to cool down anyway.
How long? 2 minutes?
Cool down is not.
Depends on where you live.
Oh, or if I'm in Norway, just put it outside? Yeah. Okay.
Very smart. You see the girls in our school, they're so smart. Depends on where you live, right?
I get
聰
I
明
reckon.
即係佢問佢啊，呢個人問佢，咁佢幾耐先可以 cool down 啊？佢話咁睇下你住喺邊度咯。咁你住喺挪威嘅咪2秒鐘咯。哇！真係，
Yeah.
你啊
Or
真係。
air condition, is the kitchen's air conditioned or?
Yeah， 好唔醒啊你，好唔醒啊。OK， 咁係即係話呢個 mixture 同埋呢一個咧，都係要係凍嘅情況之下，it has to be cool down situation，including 呢個 gluey mixture and 呢個都係要凍咗先擺落去係嘛
Yeah.
？What's the next step? Oh, OK, look at that。個啫喱 mold 啊，呢個好似有一個玻璃嘅容器。
Oh, okay. So now we're going to put it into the glass where it will give it the first structure.
啊
Yeah?
我哋咧要倒咗呢個牛筋呢個湯入去先。
牛筋湯。
係啦
咁呢個大概係咁個濃度係咁上下㗎啦，
係啊，大約倒一半左右。
到一半。
係啦。
So pour about half of the soup into the bowl.
The soup from the beef tendons.
Yeah.
Yes。
Okay.
之後咧就將啱啱我哋整嘅材料。
嗰個牛筋湯咧，其實你可以加鹽，又可以唔加。如果你有 diet restrictions，你唔可以食鹽嘅，咁你就唔加啦，因為嗰個火腿都有啲味噶嘛。咁但係如果你係中意多啲濃味嘅，你就喺煮溶佢嘅時候咧，即係最後嗰 round 嘅時候，你可以加啲咁多鹽。
好啦，當我哋加晒呢啲呢啲食材之後咧，就撈勻佢。之後咧就將佢哋平均咁放喺嗰個湯入面。
Spread it evenly, distribute it into the soup.
Okay, and you were saying that if you wanted some added flavor, you could put some salt in or not. And if you have dietary issues, you could maybe take the ham out if you want. But this is the original ingredient. And you saw how Haley mixed 1 spoon of each and then evenly spread it out into the melted beef tendons.
It's very nice the color. You see it's very nice colored. So 點解要擺一半咧 ？Why do we put only half?
Because we need to make 2 layers, so the food doesn't, all the mixed ingredients doesn't like melt down to the bottom. It doesn't sink.
Okay, so that means you'll take this layer now, and what are you going to do with it?
We're gonna put it in the fridge and let it sit until it solidifies.
Okay,
Oh,
and until it solidifies, I know, depending where you are, how long should this take in a cold country compared to a hot country?
She's using a refrigerator, Mr.
I'm
Smart.
joking, okay?
So-
And she gets it, okay?
Yeah, she gets
Hotung
it.
students get it. If you came here, you might have got it, okay? All right.
Jeez. Well, it doesn't matter this time. It's a refrigerator. So let me use Chinese. 佢倒一半落去嘅原因咧，就係話咧，佢要將嗰啲一粒粒嘅嗰啲食物咧，就唔好沉晒個底度，做好咗一層先做第2層。咁然後跟住就會好均勻咁分配啦。咁而家呢個咧就擺喺雪櫃嗰度先。
Okay, so we have the bottom layer. It's nice and solid now. So what's our next step?
Our next step is to add another layer.
哦，而家雪凍咗呢一層咧，瓊咗啦。咁我哋而家擺第2層。
It's the same step as the first layer. But yeah.
同之前一樣啦，又係咁樣分配均勻咁樣。
Exact same process as the first layer.
Yeah, exact same process。咁你可以擺多，可以擺少咯。
好，
即係如果你擺多啲，你食飽啲啦，豐富啲。但係如果你想擺少啲都得，唔擺都得嘅其實。OK，so 擺翻均勻啲啦，而家擺靚佢啦。咁然之後又 cover 咗佢，擺翻落雪櫃係咪咁啊？
So she smoothed it over and she covered it again, and it'll go back into the refrigerator. And then we'll wait another half hour.
I think so. Depends on where you live.
Oh, so you finally got the joke. You've actually learned something at the Hotung School.
Okay, then let's go back to the refrigerator.
好啦，我哋已經整好咗呢個長壽肉凍啦。咁樣咧，我哋咧就要用牙籤，然後撩一撩佢個邊。好，我哋咧依家咧就要用牙籤去撩一撩個邊，就更方便去甩落嚟啦。
哇！你睇下嗱，咁樣都要有3個妹妹仔一齊整，即係以前你諗下有幾多個工人先整到呢個出嚟啊？呢個叫做 longevity beef tendon jelly 啊。
Or Sir Robert snack.
Sir Robert snack, yeah.
So she's using the toothpick to go around the edges just to loosen the jelly a little bit.
哇，好靚喎！
Nice.
其實你入邊真係擺乜嘢都得嘅喎，你可以擺桂花都好靚喎。你睇下好似成個晶瑩桂花糕咁喎。但係呢個咧就係即係有營養嘅 ligament 啊，嗰啲 tendon 啦，哇，好靚，靚到唔捨得食啊！我哋何東中學嘅同學仔，你係咪覺得好叻咧？咁啊 ，Haley、Asmi 同埋 Joyce， 嗱中文、英文都好叻啦，呢樣嘢就不在話下啦。咁你睇到我哋嘅家政廚藝咧，都係米芝蓮級嘅。咁佢哋舊年係咪應該係舊年啦？佢哋又得咗一個咧廚藝大獎喎。咁佢哋煮嗰個餸咧就係叫做翠花荔枝雞球。Miss Yu， 你唔好匿埋啊 ！Miss Yu， 你快啲嚟！快啲嚟啊！哎呀，Miss Yu， 快啲嚟講下你嗰個翠花荔枝雞球贏咗個大獎，你睇下你教啲學生咁叻。
其實唔係啊，我啲學生即係好有創意嘅，哋同埋好願意嘗試咯。即係好多時佢哋做咗之後唔滿意喎，即係佢哋對自己要求都好高嘅，咁就再嘗試，咁到最後佢哋做咗出嚟嗰個效果咧係因為其實都係好有特色，因為粵菜咧佢哋特別用一啲嘅醋咧。用書法嘅形式咧整一個嘅月字啦，咁同埋將嗰啲雞球整咗一棵嘅樹咁樣，變咗望落去係好有一個嘅即係好優雅高貴嘅感覺咯。咁我覺得佢哋真係好叻女嘅，
全部都係自己設計嘅。
係啊，自己設計㗎嚇，但係就即係嘗試咗好多次，咁就到最後個成果我哋都好滿意啦嚇。
嗱，咁你見到啦，我哋呢個廚房又咁靚啦，家政廚藝又樣樣精啦。如果你有女嘅話咧，咁咧你可以考慮下我哋嘅何東中學啦。咁啊條龍都幾長嘅，咁啊不過你早啲嚟排咁就得㗎啦。咁樣。Are you very proud of Hotung School, Hotung Secondary School?
Yeah, I'm very proud of the young ladies here and the teacher, Master Chef. Very great job. You guys won a competition recently, known for your lychee event that they won.
It's a Cantonese food. They have invented and designed the Cantonese food.
Yeah.
Really pretty, and they use the food and do a calligraphy on the plate.
Yeah, I saw that. They're very, very nice. Good teacher. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and actually, when I was, we actually talked about doing this, 6 months ago, and we actually said, where can we do it? And we thought about place A and place B at home, and different countries and whatever. And then Mary said, the Hotung Secondary School has a very good kitchen.
Yeah.
And look at this fantastic kitchen here. So as Mary was just saying in Chinese, if your young girl wants to learn how to be a good cook, a beginner cook, this is the place to go. If it's a young boy, too bad, you're out of luck. That's basically what she said. Hey, can I ask you ladies, how old are you? Subchat,
Yeah.
Okay. All 17 and accomplished in the kitchen already.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah.
係啊，因為咧其實何東中學咧係出咗名咧中英文都好啦，同埋咧就出淑女嘅，啲女仔係好乖好有教養嘅，very ladylike 嘅。咁我哋嘅校長，如果你見到我哋呢度歷屆嘅校長咧，由Mrs. Kitty 張開始咧， 你已經睇到係好優雅嘅。咁我哋學校亦都出咗好多一啲名人嘅，咁啊個個咧都係出類拔萃嘅咁樣。咁你睇見啦，我哋呢個即係今日啦，就係我哋其中3個學生。咁我哋仲有做家政之外，仲有裁剪啦，識整旗袍啊、做衫啊咁樣。咁啊當然品學兼優啦嚇。咁我真係非常之驕傲啦。I'm really proud of you and your family's school.
Well, one thing I'd like to say that maybe you don't see on the camera, but which we saw, is that when these 3 girls work together and they huddle together, and whatever language they're talking in, they're helping each other with teamwork, with good ideas, and you can see the camaraderie between the 3, and they're just supporting each other, and that's just really nice to see. And I think that comes from the environment here and the teachers here that encourage this.
And talking about teamwork, you know, we have a very, very good 口琴 team and a lot of music teams, bands in the school.
Yes.
何東女子學校，你睇下我哋呢間學校啲女仔幾叻。如果邊個可以娶到呢間學校啲女仔咧，你就日日都可以食呢啲嘢㗎啦。哇！想唔肥都唔得啊！哇！你睇下整咁多嘢食，似唔似迪士尼嗰啲電影入邊嗰啲魔幻嘅奇異旅程咧？哇！太靚啦，太靚啦！嗱，就係佢哋整㗎啦。大家好，我係家政室嘅琪姐。
大家好，我係Enviable。
我係翁靜晶，學校管理委員會嘅成員。
我係Joyce。
我係 Esme。
我係Haley。
我係家政老師 Miss Yu。
我係小校長。
我係副校長曾太。
我係江副校長。
好多。